I'm telling you, this seems like the season for all-time lows. Just when you think certain teams can't get any worse or can't do anything more embarrassing to themselves, Florida State loses to Jacksonville State. You know, I thought Florida State couldn't go any lower. I really did. I was wrong. I lost to Jacksonville State. And just when you think Tennessee, the proud program of Tennessee, the program that gave us life championships, the program that gave us the NCAA's first ever NASCAR NCAA Week 2, we beat an unranked team at a racetrack title. Just when you thought a program like that couldn't embarrass itself any further, they prove you wrong. Tennessee is afraid to play Army, the football team Army. Tennessee's had a game with Army scheduled, I believe, since back in 2015 or 2016 is when the game was scheduled for next season. And they backed out of it. This is pitiful. This is pitiful. Afraid to play Army. This is sad. The last time Army played an SEC team, they got absolutely obliterated by Vanderbilt. Yes, Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt beat the absolute badoo out of Army the last time Army played an SEC team. But Tennessee is afraid to play them. They've been trying for about a year to find a way to weasel out of this game, and they finally did it. They are paying Army $500,000 not to have to play them. That's sad. You're paying Army $500,000 so that they don't come to Knoxville and beat you. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. Thank God the SEC office schedules conference games. Because could you imagine Tennessee paying Florida, Georgia, and Alabama? They don't have to play them anymore. They would try, wouldn't they? If they're afraid to play Army, come on. This is pitiful. Who are they going to replace Army with on the schedule? Is it going to be a great non-con game? Is it going to be some one of the big boys from the group of five? Nope. Akron. Yep, replacing Army on the schedule with Akron. Good job, Tennessee. Good job, Voltard. Akron's won a total of like 2 or 3 games in the last 3 seasons. You know what this is. It's obvious what this is. Tennessee is just desperate to make a bowl game next year because they know they're not making one this year. So they're desperate to make a bowl game next year, and they're looking down at their schedule next year at the non-con. They see a trip to Pitt, probably a loss, and then they see that home game against Army, loss. So that only gives them 4 more games that they can lose. Well, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, that's 3 losses next year. Throw in some random team from the West, that's 4. So they got rid of the Army game and replaced it with Akron because they think that's the only possible way that they can make a bowl game. This is truly pitiful. This is a new low. This is a new low. And they got a brand new AD there too. And I guess, and I'm sure Heupel was, I'm sure Heupel's on board with this. He don't want to lose to Army, and he knows he would. But you got the AD there, Danny White. I'm sure this was his doings there. The guy, this is his first year as AD. Jesus. The first thing he does is back out of a game with Army out of fear. This is humiliating. This is absolutely humiliating. Should have backed out of that game with Georgia State a few years ago.